Because of where the beat's situated and actually the drive into the beat, you actually drive off a main road, you come down this wee track and then you come over a hump and then all of a sudden you're staring at the Tay. And for people that have never ever been here before, it's like, wow. The look at awe in some people's faces, it's like we didn't actually realise just how big this place is until you actually get this close to it. And as daunting as it is for people, it's once you're actually in there and fishing, it's actually quite simple. You just forget you're in a big river and you just fish normal. I'm Billy Campbell, I'm the head gillie in Islamouth. My colleague that works with me is Alistair Scott, so the two of us work together. Islamouth is situated, when you look at the maps, it's actually top of the lower section of the Tay. So we're about 6 miles away from Blairgowrie village and 10 miles away from Perth. So we're 10 miles away from tidal water. We've really effectively, other than Islamouth, we've got probably one of the biggest junctions that comes in. Hence that's why the fish stop here. Anything coming up here tends to just stop here. That's where the first drop off is for them. 14 named pools on the beat, all of which don't all fish at the same time. I mean, it's different heights determine where you're going to go. On this bank, which is the hut bank where I am just now, we've probably got in the regions of 1.5 miles of water, which includes probably about 3/4 of a mile of the Isla. On the opposite side, which is on the McClure side, we have about 3/4 of a mile of bank. In total we fish 5 rods, and it's double banked and 2 boats, so there's never a problem of room for fishing. In fact, some of the times we've actually got a problem trying to cover all of the water at times when we get good heights of water. The wading wise, it's really nice and easy wading. There's no many difficult parts. Any difficult parts we'll either do with the boat, or we try to just kind of see how they feel about how confident they're wading and stuff like that. For anyone coming to the beat, generally what we'll do is we work on a rota system. But what it generally does is it means that you'll have half a morning in the boat and then half a morning on the bank, and again the same in the afternoon. Water height can really determine the number of fish we catch here. Obviously we want as low water as we can. Because we have the junction where the Isla runs in, the majority of the fish that come in here are sitting or going up the Isla or the Erich. So the lower that is, the more fish we get sitting, the more will lie with them. We tend to do a lot of things different. We try a lot of things like stripping flies and sunrays and monkeys and just anything kind of different, because we've got a big build up of fish lying in the beat. It's straightforward tactics. Generally we're fishing quite fast tips, biggish flies. We didn't really fish an awful lot of really fast lines because the beat's predominantly quite shallow. We didn't need to be fishing, we're not dredging or anything like that. Although we're quite close to the main road, we're probably 1/4 of a mile off the main road. It's really exclusive because the hut itself sits in 40 acres of ground which you have round about it. So generally there's no one around. So it's very seldom that you're actually going to see anyone else when you come down here. It's quite safe, it's quite secluded. But yeah, the accesses on both banks of the river are really good and kept quite well. They're trimmed regularly. So you're no need to be scrambling up and down the banks. It's quite easy in and out the pools, and they're well marked off. The good thing probably is also you're always going to see fish generally. Even if you're not catching them, you're going to see fish, and you know they're going to be there because they're always in there waiting to go up the Isla and the Erich. That's the biggest point at the top end of the beat. I think probably for people wanting to come here, the fact that, I mean, it's obviously because of the fishing. I mean, we have an awful lot of very good fishing. We have a lot of very easy wading. Generally they're a good build-up of fish. Any fish that come into the system normally stop here first. So we're generally quite lucky that we're always going to have fish in the beat. Doesn't matter what time of the year you arrive. At the end of the day, I mean, people come here to try and enjoy themselves, so we just try and make it as easy for them and as enjoyable for them as we can.